Well, back to another match preview, and we're taking on Livingston. But before we get stuck into that, right? Life advice: see anyone that hinks about playing foot champs on FIFA? Don't, right? Just don't. See the amount of cycles I've took today, battering the head off wardrobes, snapping controllers, mics, etc. Just don't do it, right? That's a bit of advice here from Uncle Steve. But let's get stuck straight into business. And what a win it was against Standard Liège. What a goal for that man right there, Kamar Roof. Great way to kick off the Europa League, but apparently some of their players have tested positive since Thursday, and obviously, I mean, we were in contact, especially at the end with the whole ruckus, man. That was brilliant. I like seeing that score goes on the pitch, everyone backing each other. That was brilliant. But yeah, I mean, this COVID thing, it's obviously going to catch up to every team. Like, I'm actually surprised in the English Premier League, like, there hasn't been a lot more, because there's been a lot. Obviously, there will be a lot more infection in England. I mean, due to population and all that shit. But I'm surprised there's not been a lot more. It seems to definitely be up here. Like St Mirren's game got called off today, so hopefully no one comes back positive. I mean, it's not like that. I mean, no one's going to die, right? No players are going to die. It's just about how many games they're going to miss. That's the reality about this disease, right? Unless you're a decrepit cripple, you're not going to die from this, right? That's it. Heard it here first. Anyway, though, back to the preview against Livingston. Now, obviously, they're one of two teams that took points off us this season, other being Hibs. But yeah, the 0-0 against Livingston. I mean, the pitch doesn't help. I mean, I get that, but it was a shocking performance, by far the worst of the season, in my opinion. Thinking back to it, so hopefully there'll be an element of revenge wanted here from the players. But Livingston, I mean, they haven't had the greatest start of the season ever, but have you seen the way they played against Celtic at Celtic Park? That's probably what they'll set up here, and I mean, they actually took it to Celtic, but I think with our momentum, our form going into this game, I think there will be a few changes. People saying start Roof, he's not going to start, man. He's just back from injury and he got 15 minutes there. I mean, as great as the goal was, I don't think Stevie G's just going to shoehorn him, well, not shoehorn him in, but just throw him in at the deep end of the pond. I believe if there's any change up front, it will be Cedric Itten coming in for Morelos. But to me, or Defoe even, I mean, you got to do the math. We signed two strikers. I mean, there's no reason for Morelos to play every game, and it's not exactly like he's banging in the goals. Because I mean, in that game, I mean, Morelos is brilliant. The guy's great, but his goals have dried up, and he always. I mean, even if he has a bad game, he's a nuisance to the opposition, and that is key about players. If you're it's like Diego Costa, like I said, if you're always a nuisance to the opposition, you're always going to cause them problems, and that. It's a key trait to have, but this game, I mean, you could go with Defoe, you could go with it, and you could even bring in Roof if you really want to. I don't think that'll happen, but in terms of any other changes, looks like Bassi probably will play. Barisic is a doubt, but if it was me, yeah, Bassi's fucking, I mean, what he's shown in that game, I mean, the way he played, it would be as if there'd be no downgrade on Barisic, so I would play Bassi. There's no need to risk anything with Barisic, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I think it will be a tough enough game. If you look at other games where we've come back from Europe, they've been kind of been a bit sluggish from us, like against Ross County, most notable after we beat Galatasaray. But yeah, because that wasn't exactly a good performance. I mean, when it takes a Brandon Barker solo run, that's when you know things are pretty desperate, guys. But in terms of my match preview, I think we'll keep another clean sheet. We'll have a clean sheet at the minute. And yeah, I think we will keep one. And for the goals, I'm going to go with 2-0. Actually, I'll go with 3-0. I'm going to go with Defoe, Itten and Tav to continue this big, bloody, lovely goal run that he's on. I think the Sedger in the coverage of that game, he's actually our top goal scorer in all competitions, which is brilliant. Penalties or no penalties, man, you've still got to put them in the back of the net, don't you? Because if you look at me playing FIFA, I can't score a penalty to save my life, but Tav can do it when it matters in real life. And that is all that matters in that opinion. But the match review stands at the edge, over 10,000 views. That's brilliant. That's like fucking Hollywood Rock level of numbers. But anyway, 3-0. Leave your thoughts down below. Check out the FIFA career mode and also the Master League. All the player reviews, foot champ packs, man. Even the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign. Check it all out, you son of a bitch. But anyway, 3-0. Peace.